Hi, welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. One of my great role models and teachers over the years was a man named W. Edwards Deming. And Deming is known best for the total quality management work that he did for decades, particularly in Japan. And he really moved the world toward total quality, a whole different way of thinking. One of the things Deming said was put good people in a bad system, and the bad system wins, no contest. I was an organization consultant and a leadership coach for many years. I've seen this over and over again. I've seen good people in very poorly designed systems, and the systems tend to win. And so today I'm going to talk a little bit about systems change. And systems change is where you find those root causes, those leverage points within any system, and you make a change at that level. And it's almost miraculous what you see take place. I'm going to talk about some of the most common root causes to look for. One is policy or policy deployment. This could mean that we don't have policy where we should. We don't have good governance and control. We don't have good discipline. Or we have lousy policy. We have policy that's based on flawed assumptions and dangerous assumptions. So a flawed policy can ruin a country, it can ruin a corporation, it can ruin a family, it can ruin an individual. So stop for a minute and think about what policies, what type of discipline and governance do I operate with? Enough or not enough? Flawed policy? Stop and think about that. Another root cause is, and it goes with policy and with governance, is called control systems. Again, either the absence of control systems or overly complex control systems where we're measuring more than we need to measure, or we're measuring the wrong things, incenting the wrong behavior. You've heard me talk about that in other videos. Another is design, process design and or product design. If we've got a lousy design, good luck with that. All right? And if we drill down to the deepest level, and you've heard me talk about this in other videos as well, we get to ignorance. Why do we have a lousy design? We don't know any better. Why do we have lousy policy or the absence of good policy? We don't know any better. Why do we measure the wrong things or have the wrong types of control systems in place? Because we don't know any better. So at the deepest level, the real solutions begin with awakening and awareness and good education, good data collection, good analysis, which is where we bring teams together to find out where are those real root causes, where are those real leverage points. We aim at that. And we know today our government needs it, the world needs it, families need it. This is why I do what I do. This is why I share these free videos, is because I want people to wake up and recognize that the real solution to our problems is in the way we think, in the way we approach life, in the way we approach problems. You've heard me talk in the past about get the facts, do the analysis, don't just jump to conclusions. Be very careful of the assumptions that you make. Be careful of the paradigms or the mental boxes that you could be living in, those things we just take for granted. Stop for a moment, and this leads to the tip for today. Stop for a moment and think about some of those very common root causes, whether it's in business or organizations or individually. What are the policies driving my behavior? What are the control systems or lack of control systems driving my life or guiding me? What am I measuring and incenting? What are people being rewarded for? What kind of design, process design am I operating under? Am I working smart? Do I have my priorities straight? So stop and take time to contemplate these questions. That's my tip for today. Take time to contemplate the deeper causes to the suffering and the pain that we might be experiencing, and let's go from there. That's called leadership. I'll see you again. Thanks for stopping by.